So today in class you were introduced to the type tool in Illustrator, which allows you to create text and edit it. We learned where the type tool is, how to edit type, and also how to do something called creating outlines. And that's what we're going to put into practice today. Let's start with a check for understanding. First thing you're going to do is take your type tool and literally click anywhere. When you do so, you're going to get this dummy text in Latin. That's why it says lorem ipsum. It's done in Latin so you don't accidentally print it and it fills up space. You're going to write a line from your current favorite song. Please make sure you have at least 5 words in this line and it cannot contain profanity. Now, once you have your type here, I have my type here, I want to edit my type so that the fill is my favorite color. To do that, I can just click on my type. With my type tool activated, I can just click inside the cursor, highlight it, and I want to go to my properties panel here on the right. And just like I would change the fill of an object, I can change the fill of my stroke. I'm going to put orange. Okay, that's going to be the color I use. Now the next thing I'm going to do is get a little closer so you can see this. I'm going to follow the settings I have here on the right. So it says Arial bold italic 15 points. So let's do that. This is Arial black. We want Arial the regular font. So we can literally type it in and it should pop up. And we want bold italic. So the second setting we talked about today, which is the font family or the font type. Bold italic, and I want it to be 15 points. I can type that number in, and that's all you have to do for part 1. It just shows me you know how to edit your type. Now for part 2, we're going to start using the create outlines function. We're going to type out the word explode. It could be in any color you want. It is all in caps, and it says Arial black. This is just a really thicker font, so it's going to stand out, and it's 24 points. Okay. The next thing you want to do is outline it. Now, if I have my type tool activated and I go up to type, you're going to see that the create outlines function is not available. I have to be on my selection tool. It's just for some reason it doesn't read it. So make sure you've activated your black arrow, your selection tool. You go to type, create outlines, and what this does is it makes it a picture. So I'm going to make it a little larger so you can see, but it's now a photograph. I do need to ungroup it in order to manipulate each letter. So I'm going to go up to object and hit ungroup. And now I should be able to move each letter individually. And what I can do for this is I'm going to shrink things down. And I'm always holding shift so it doesn't mess up the proportions. And I'm going to match the letter size and rotation. So the word looks like it's actually exploding. Do that for each one of the letters. And that's for your part 2. Now part 3, you're going to do this same technique but with some more words and a little bit more freedom on your font choices, font sizes, and colors. So what I would recommend is typing out each one of these words, clock, moon, drizzle, mix, and pour, separately, creating the outlines and then ungrouping them, and then thinking about how you have to arrange or resize. For example, in the word clock, the L is made to look like the time, and the O is just made to look like the actual clock, right? Sometimes letters are just made smaller, they're rotated, they're made larger, or they're just arranged in a way to give the effect that the word is representing the action. If you happen to finish earlier, you can try one of these extensions. These require a little bit of shape builder tool at the same time, but look really cool.